Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jaclynn. This is not my jungle. It's my car. And we're in my car because we are in the Lowe's parking lot in Tilton, New Hampshire. And normally I go to the Home Depot first just because like order of operations driving wise makes more sense. But somebody told me that they got some new stuff in here at Lowe's and I'm hoping that we didn't miss out on it. So I wanted to come here first because I'm impatient. So we are at the Lowe's in Tilton and we're gonna go and see what they have. Okay fam, voiceover Jackie coming at you. We are at the Lowe's in Tilton, New Hampshire, and I'm just going straight for what I came here for, and it is these gorgeous Monstera Thai constellations. And look at the variegation on this one. These are going for $29.98, so just 30 bucks for these, honestly, is kind of crazy. Not even a year ago, I paid like $80 to $100 for a high color tie like that. So definitely check out your Lowe's. It is looking like Costa Farms is pushing out even more of these Thai constellations. So this one in particular is really beautiful, and I hope that somebody comes to take her home soon. They also have Monstera Standeliana albos, but we are gonna go through and check out everything. I just literally had to run to those Thai cons. Sorry, my cat was scratching at the door because, God forbid, he just decides which side of it he wants to be on. And they did also have these really cute little Hoya lacunosa. I've not seen these before, so pretty exciting to see a new Hoya variety being offered in the big box store. So I'm definitely not mad about that. Tons of Pothos over here, of course, and then we're literally right here at the clearance section, so I figured we would take a little peek. And it looks like they just got a bunch of overstock over here. So somebody asked me about the pricing one time. It's on the sign. I'm not going to go through and do math on each individual plant that is on clearance, but they did have some really nice Aglaonema up here. Again, these just look like overstock. They don't look like there's anything wrong with them. So definitely always check the clearance section at your local Lowe's. I got some dirt all over this guy, but this neon pothos is pretty cute. And then over here we had a really nice silver band Maranta for like 10 bucks, which is crazy. These are normally like $20, I think, for the hanging basket, and then it's 50% off. So kind of a crazy deal on that. And then over here, haven't seen one of these in a really long time. This is a Syngonium. They're calling it Ilano Carti Road. I don't know. I thought it was just like Erythrostema or something along those lines. Super cute though. The foliage can get really dark on these, and then the backs of the leaves is this maroon burgundy red color, and it is just a really nice Syngonium, really hardy, grows like a weed, and it's a Syngonium, so it's really easy to propagate, really easy to root these in water. And you're gonna want to grow it up on a trellis or something along those lines because it will get pretty straggly in a hanging basket. But lots of cute hanging baskets, some begonia, no shortage of pothos like ever. And then we have some fiddle leaf figs over here, lots of snake plants, all of the typical assorted foliage that you would expect here from Costa Farms, all of their wick and grow containers here. And then they did have this cute little hanging basket of peperomia. It doesn't look like a peperomia. It kind of looks like a heartleaf philodendron, but it is a peperomia, and I think it's really cute, and I love it when plants kind of look like other plants. So you would never guess that this was a peperomia if you didn't know, or if I didn't tell you. The first time I saw this one, I was kind of obsessed with it because I was like, wait a minute, that looks like a philodendron, but it's not a philodendron. So really cute. And then they had some Cebu blue pothos over here. Literally every single type of pothos that you can possibly imagine is over here, including a whatever in the heck and bob this thing is. You guys, have you seen this plant before? I think I must have skipped over it the last time I was out shopping and just thought it was like another pothos, like whatever. Honestly, don't even know what this is called, but it's 20 bucks and it's from Costa Farms and it's super duper strange. Do not know how they managed to even get a plant to mutate to do this, or like who was like, this is cool, let's cultivate this plant and like propagate it and grow lots of it. It's weird. Let me know in the comments below if you would buy this. Is it too weird for you, or is it just you're kind of weird? Like, I'm kind of on the fence about it. It kind of looks like Shangri-La, but like neon pothos Shangri-La. Like, you know what, guys, I really genuinely don't know. It's weird, and I can't decide how I feel about it. So I would like to know how you feel about it, and this was my genuine reaction to what in the heck and bop is this. It looks weird. So anyway, that is apparently another new pothos variety from Costa Farms. They're just cranking them out over there left and right. Pothos varieties coming out with new ones all the time. Can't keep up with them. So more hanging baskets over here. Nothing really out of the ordinary, but of course I'm gonna show you every way, anyway. I can talk, everything is fine. Some more of this cute syngonium here. I like the texture of these leaves. I think they're really pretty. Some heart leaf, philodendron, and then it's looking like some Manjula in these hanging baskets. This one looks like it reverted, but we will be seeing more in a minute here. They just actually had quite a bit, and there was a lot to see. So some more Standeliana albo over here. This one has really nice color, some Syndapsis that nobody cares about anymore, some Ring of Fire, which is so funny to me because we were all going crazy for this plant. I don't know if trendy plants are even a thing anymore. I feel like after the Tycon debacle, like everybody is just kind of over it. I think maybe the Anthurium Michelles were kind of like a little bit of a craze for a minute there, but it fizzled out fairly quickly, and I don't know, I just don't really see that kind of trendy thing happening so much anymore in the plant market, but maybe I will be wrong. So I thought this planter was cute. Love a metal planter. Some really nice lemon lime maranta over here. Literally all of the pothos, every single pothos you can possibly imagine. Also some Syndapsis exotica. I've been seeing these pop up a lot more, and I'm definitely not upset about that. These can be a little bit harder to find for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure why, so I'm glad to be seeing more of them. So philodendron brandy over here if you like to torture yourself, and these little cute pots are only $13.98. Some really nice alocasia hiding in here. I'm a big fan of this silver one. They also have the Alocasia cuprea over here, really cute. This one was on my wish list for the longest time when I first started collecting plants. So I don't know, it's just weird to see so many of them that when I got into plants like 5-6 years ago were really sought after, and now they're just like chilling. They're just chilling in Lowe's. So That's fun. Some more of the usual suspects over here. And then this one is apparently a epipremnum skeleton key. So these have a really unique leaf shape that look kind of like a skeleton key, but I'm not actually seeing any of that on this plant. And like, I know that the immature leaves don't necessarily have that shape, but I feel like I would at least see one leaf that kind of has an interesting shape, but it's just looking like a regular epipremnum pinnatum, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So yeah. Anyway, this philodendron is really pretty down here. So is this darker one. I don't know the names on these, but they're literally only $20, and I think they're really pretty. Some Dracaena in here. These whale fins are absolutely stunning. This is another one that used to be very highly sought after. Honestly, so was this, the Anthurium Superbum. I never used to see these in the store, and now I see them all the time, and I think they're super cute. And if you're looking to get into Anthurium, one like this, more bird nest type of Anthurium, is going to be a good place for you to start. They tend to be a little bit more hardy and a little bit easier to care for. So here's that Manjula that I was telling you about that I skipped over. Really nice hanging basket. Some of it's reverted, but it still looks really pretty when it's this like green on green color. I love the round, wide leaves on the Manjula. I just think you really can't go wrong with a Manjula pothos. So $20 for this big, beautiful hanging basket. It has some really nice color on this side here, and you really can't go wrong with that. That's a great price for this plant. It is definitely one that people are always looking for. So what else? We have some floor plants over here, lots of parlor palms, some Dieffenbachia, some fiddle leaf figs, regular Monstera, philodendron moonlight over here, really beautiful. We've got some snake plants, some Adansonii, and of course we have our Thai cons over here. I'm very intrigued by this one. If I didn't have one that was very similar, honestly, for $30, I probably would have grabbed that. That is a great price for that plant. So some more of this weird pothos that, yeah, I must have just skipped over it, honestly. It is definitely interesting. Have you guys bought this? I don't know. I can't actually fully wrap my head around it. It's a weird plant. So some ponytail palms over here, more of the same stuff, some really big, beautiful plants. Always got to check out the bird of paradise. Always got to check out the Monstera deliciosa. Always got to check out the money trees too. Always looking for sport variegation. If you guys are like, what in the heck and bob is sport variegation? Don't worry, I did a video about it and you can go and check it out and learn something if you are interested in learning a little bit more about what variegation even is, why it happens, and all of that good stuff. So this is a Paulownia, really cute, weird little plant. We've got all of our bonsais over here, some more of the same stuff from Live Trends. Can always count on Live Trends to have really cute pottery and a really good selection of plants like these Hoya Kamingiana over here. I do recommend just letting these grow wild and not on a trellis. They're way cuter, but you do you, boo-boo. Some more Exotica over here in these cute little black and white planters. Another Maranta. And these ones were $16.98. So really nice if you're into the more modern aesthetic, super cute. And then down here we have some more larger plants, another Anthurium Superbum hanging out back there, some ferns, kind of just, you know, the usual stuff that you would expect to see. Another supposed skeleton key that doesn't look at all like a skeleton key, but that's fine. You know, you do you, boo-boo. So we couldn't get in over here because the employee was watering the plants, but we do appreciate her watering the plants, right? So nothing that we really missed over there anyway. So just checking out what is going on. Mixed in here, we have some beautiful Dracaena white aspen, some peace lilies. If you are into one of the most finicky plants on the face of the planet, that plant drives me absolutely mad because every time I think I have figured it out, it dies. So that's fun. But we have these cute little long planters here, and this one has some really nice neon pothos in it and some cute little ZZ Zenzies. So over here we have some more assorted foliage from Costa Farms, some really cute little pink Rex begonias, the usual stuff over here. We've got like umbrella trees, tons of ivy, Fittonia, croton hiding in there. And then honestly, this neon pothos was kind of nice. And it was on sale for like $10, so I was kind of thinking about it. I have a spot where I want to put some pothos, but it's just not in the budget at the current moment, so we left it behind. But they have some really big, beautiful bird of paradise over here, and I think that's it for the Lowe's here in Tilton. Okay, fam, so that was the Lowe's here in Tilton, New Hampshire, and they did have the Tycons that I came looking for, and honestly, they had a really pretty one. Nice color for $30. If you're in the area, you should go and grab it. Like, now. Go and get it right now. And now we're gonna head on over to the Home Depot and see if they got anything new since the last time we were there. And let's go. All right, fam, now we are at the Home Depot in Tilton, New Hampshire, and they've got their little Lunar New Year set up like most of the locations have had recently, with a lot of the usual stuff that we see. Lots of calathea, bromeliads, peace lilies, stuff like that. And then we've got our little proven winners set up over here, some cute little ring of fires. These ones don't have bad color in these little H2O planters for $19.99. And although you can absolutely grow these in water for an extended period of time, I do recommend potting them up eventually. It's just going to be better for the longevity of the plant. And then we do still have a couple of little Hoya rain stands over here. I'm glad that some of them have gone to hopefully good homes, but these ones definitely are still in need of some love. Look at those cute little splashy leaves. Love the rain sand. I had one years ago and I enjoyed it for many years before I sold it and made room for just other stuff. It's kind of a thing that I do, especially with my Hoya collection. I tend to bring in new ones, sell old ones, and it's kind of always just a revolving door aside from like my favorites, you know? So really cute little Alocasia sinuata over here. We've got some ficus, some little philodendron painted ladies, the usual stuff that we've been seeing from proven winners. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any new anthurium or anything like that, but they do have these Alocasia stingray, which is exciting to see. This is another plant that used to be really hard to find, really expensive. I remember finding one in a grocery store like years ago and being super excited about it because it was big like this, and back then a big plant like this was worth like well over $100. So to be able to get one for $30 now in Lowe's is kind of crazy. and it's a really cool plant. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had this one. Is this something that you're into, or is it just too weird for you? I know everybody has their own kind of like brand of weird. So I'm always curious to know what yours is. They also have these cute little goldfish plants. They get their name on account of their little blooms looking like little goldfish. I personally have never been successful with that plant, but I am not exactly sure why. We just put it on the list of plants that we don't buy. So some cute alocasia hiding in here, some calathea, some little baby ZZs, zebra plant in here, some hypoestes. We've got some snake plants, some ferns, and this philodendron really caught my eye. I think this is a Prince of Orange. Look at how shiny the leaves are. And that new leaf coming in is just such a beautiful color. And it's only $16.98, which I think is a steal for this big, beautiful philodendron. Even if it's not rare or variegated or exciting, it's a really beautiful, classic plant. So we also have some really beautiful orchids hiding in here, but nothing really out of the ordinary. Some Monstera standeliana in here, some Aglaonema in here, ZZ chameleon, ZZ raven. We've got some alocasia silver dragon hiding in there, some begonia, syngonium over here. Nothing really super exciting. I do love these calathea, these really dark purple calathea. I think they're called Dottie. And then they do have some little Monstera perus hiding in here, another plant that we all used to go crazy for because honestly, the texture on the leaves is just really beautiful. And then hanging over here, we have some heartleaf philodendron, some Scindapsus exotica, looking really nice and healthy for only $15.98 in these hanging baskets. Do not sleep on these. Great plant. Absolutely love it. Don't particularly love growing it myself, but I do love a Scindapsus. I think they're beautiful, especially if you have the space to get them climbing up on something, or if you own your home or your apartment, your space, whatever it is, you can let them actually just shingle on your walls and they look pretty cool. So some Hoya over here with some complimentary bird poo. This big beautiful peace lily here looks like a sensation with those nice wide leaves. We've got some brain rocks over here. I know we've got a love-hate relationship with these. You guys either love them or you hate them. It kind of seems like more of you hate them than love them, though. I'm not gonna lie. And then around the corner here, we have all of our cacti and euphorbia. Not looking like they've got anything new. They still have got a bunch of chocolate drop hiding in here. Lots of different cacti that I do not want to be stabbed by. We've got plenty of stupid glued on flowers, some spray painted cacti. For whatever reason you would want a spray painted cacti, I'm not exactly sure what you would do with that besides throw it in the trash. But they did have this one, you guys, this wrinkly, weird little brain cactus that I have had my eye on for a while now. So I was just trying to get it out of the tray without being stabbed. Like I said, not trying to get stabbed today. And these little cuties are like $6 or $7. And I'm not mad about some of these newer cacti that I'm seeing them come out with. So they also had this cutie little peperomia beetle, I'm pretty sure is what it's called, and I think it's $12.98, which is kind of a steal, but it is looking a little bit beat up, so unfortunately I'm not going to be taking that one home, although I do think it's really cute. They also had some variegated string of hearts, which is not something I'm used to seeing, but it is nice to see it anyway. So that is it, you guys, for the Home Depot in Tilton. Okay, fam, so that was the Home Depot here in Tilton, New Hampshire, and they didn't have anything really all that exciting. That peperomia was pretty cute. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I really like that one specifically, and I've always wanted like a really nice big basket of it, and I feel like I finally have the space for it in my home. But on further inspection, that one just like was meh. It had a lot of really broken pieces. There wasn't any new growth, so I was like, you know what, let me hold out for a better one, because even though it's only $12.98, that's not a reason to buy it if I don't like love it. And then that wrinkly cactus, I totally probably would have gotten it if I hadn't just seen a huge one at the location, in one of the locations, I don't remember, in Concord. So I don't know which one you're gonna see first, but I went to both today. Newsflash, in case you didn't notice, I'm literally in the same stuff. But I got it in my head now that there's like big ones out there, and like I kind of want a big one. So I held out for both plants that I liked today, because I'm trying to be smart about my plant purchases in 2025. So a little bit less impulsive, and we're gonna think about it just like a little bit more before we buy things. Okay, anyway, if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. I love you guys so very much. If you watched this whole entire video, leave me your favorite like guilty pleasure, like snack, or I don't know, maybe it's something else, besides most of mine are food. Anyway, leave me some snacky emojis. I feel like I did that one recently, but I like food. So anyway, I love you guys, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.